Hello, and welcome to the Friday podcast where I'm now starving.
Friday.
Starving. Hungry.
Hey, so yesterday, if you were listening to our podcast, we mentioned that I was going to try intermittent fasting, where you don't eat 16 hours of the day, but you only eat within the 8-hour window. So we both did it for the first time.
We did. I'm breaking mine sooner than Nikki, though.
Yeah, but you did most of it. I don't want to be so, I doubt, if you're 15 minutes early or, 10 minutes late one day, I don't think that ruins the whole thing, so.
Yeah. You know what?
I think it's fine.
I'm going to say, I have a question for you, but I'm going to save it until Monday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Make your note then.
I am going to make myself a note. Everybody just talk amongst yourselves.
While you do that? Well, we'll have the note for Monday, but also in this podcast, we've got a lot of other stuff to enjoy.
We do. We talk about Burger King's pretzel chicken fries, a flu hotel. The intermittent fasting definitely shows up. We whine about new things we got in the studio. We finally got what we wanted, and now we're complaining about it.
And then you can't be happy about it when we got it.
Cuisinart has a new 30-minute cold brew system that we're looking at. Amazon's got a Fire Cube. KFC's looking for vegetarian chicken. Man, it's all brands. The whole show's just brands. Look at us.
Well, that's the news today.
All right, well, that's what we're talking about. So there's a bunch of other stuff in there. And, hey, I will say, if you're going to be following E3, you're a video game person like I am this weekend, hit me up on Twitter. Let me know the kind of stuff you're looking at, what you're enjoying. I'm at Obadiah RadioU, and you can find links to myself and Nikki and our social media stuff at riot.radiou.com. But I'm not going to be live tweeting it or anything, but I'd love to hear what everybody else is interested in.
He likes when he meets other people who likes the same thing that he likes.
Yeah.
So if you guys can all talk about what you like together, then that will make for a great weekend. I'm
most interested in that Microsoft press conference because they just announced that Crackdown won't happen until next year. So
you got some time? You need something else?
Do they have any games at all? Do they? I don't know. So you guys have a great weekend.
Have a great day.
Bye.
The Worst of the Riot box set is now available nowhere because we know you wouldn't want it anyway. It's The Worst of the Riot on RadioU.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yay! Today's Friday!
Woo!
Yay!
I don't know that we're going to be able to explain it to you in terms that are going to make sense. But here's the thing. For probably at least a year, one of the
maybe
things,
even more
maybe
than
longer,
that.
one of the things that we have wanted for the RadioU studio is what they call low-profile mic arms. So what that is, the mic arm is the thing that holds the microphone for you, so you can talk.
You've listened to Riot's past. You may remember the episodes where the mic arm would fall down
and hit Nikki in the face
and
or something.
It wouldn't hold my microphone up high, but it would come up from the top and come down low.
Yeah. Well, now we got a little something else going on.
I have a low-profile mic arm today.
They are not super cheap.
No.
We've wanted one forever, so it's one of those things.
We saved our money.
We have. It's a really big deal that we got it, and it is the dumbest looking thing I've ever seen.
It's just different.
It is.
It's just
not
different.
Dumb. It's different.
It's just different.
It literally. Okay, for our entire radio careers, the mics have come up and down, and now it's down to up, and it's like, Nikki, are you on the ceiling right now?
It's like, what's the matter?
Somebody flipped the studio upside down.
It's very weird.
Gravity is reversed.
I like it, except it covers all the things that I have to hit on the board. It covers it all. And we never thought about that. We never thought about that. I can't talk with my hands. It's in front of my hands. It's weird. I'm going to put my hands together. I'm going to sit on my hands.
It's just going to take a little getting used to.
It is.
But
yours has come in too.
Let's congratulate ourselves on finally getting what we always wanted.
Yay.
We finally got what we wanted, guys.
It's going to be great. And you're going to love yours too. Yours is coming. Yours is in the box. Yep, I'm going to hit the mic all the time. I'm going to hit the mic all the time.
We've been on the air for 2 minutes. That's 3 hits.
I never hit the mic.
3 hits.
Okay. This is great.
Well, what about this? I'm the one that always ends up hitting the microphone.
You do.
What if with the new mic arms, I stop, but now it's you? You start hitting him.
It's okay. I love change. I told Obie I'm really good with change.
Nikki loves it when things change.
I do.
For funsies.
Just because.
She's way into it.
No, I'm glad Chris put it in, and I can see how it will be a help.
It's going to be a big addition to our studio.
It is, but mostly when you guys watch, like, our interviews and stuff, or when we're in studio, we normally would have our mics just all in our face.
Right.
So this was hopefully get them out of our face.
Mm-hmm. And now it'll get them in your hands.
Literally.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm just afraid to move my hands.
You know what? It's fine. We're totally going to be used to it.
We are.
It's going to be great. And guys, don't tell Chris what we said.
Okay.
Because
He's going to ask.
We're thankful for the work he put in to make this possible.
He asked for our thoughts. Just email him this.
The Riot is an award-winning morning show.
It's literally a medal for sucking. Now that is a medal for trying.
Okay.
Radio U.
Right before the mics went on, Nikki goes,
No! Don't tell everybody everything.
No.
Stop telling everybody everything.
We're talking about everything.
Everything.
So Nikki hasn't eaten since 5:30 last night.
No, well, we said in the show yesterday, everybody's doing it, this intermittent fasting thing.
Yes.
Where is it 16-8? You eat 8 hours a day and then you don't eat 16?
Which is interesting. I'm doing it, but I'm doing it backwards.
You're doing it in the reverse.
I eat 16 and I'm off 8.
That's the other one. Not nearly talked about as much. And so I started it yesterday. And, when you just don't eat, you're fine. But when suddenly you're
not supposed to.
You're telling yourself you're not supposed to eat, then it's like, what's wrong with me? I'd be just fine any other day.
So last night, you ate your last bite at 5:30.
And then I was so hungry by 6. And I had a huge dinner. I was like, why am I hungry? It was so annoying.
I just want something to eat.
Yes, that's what I felt like. And I know
Why can't I have anything?
I can have water, and I can have bone broth, and I can have tea.
The bone broth you want.
Yes, for days. So I have that for breakfast this morning, but I can eat later this morning.
So where's your bone broth?
It's in this cup.
How big a cup?
It's not completely filled with it. It's just...
That's
it's like
lot.
here.
There's a lot of bones that died for
this
that.
cup is deceiving. It's not that big.
Okay.
It's not that big.
Okay. All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Bone broth.
I got a new mic arm today.
Got some bone broth.
I got no food. I got a sore throat. It's fine.
Tell him, like, Nikki's big plan was, like, for Saturday, it'll be easy because I'll just sleep till it's time to eat.
Well, I figured it's very hard to do the intermittent fasting during the weekdays because of the show. A lot of people can just sleep it off and you sleep and then there's not too much you've got going on until you eat again. For us, we get up so early, so we got a lot. I mean, I'm working a lot. Tomorrow and on Sunday, I was like, great, I'll just sleep in and then it'll be time to eat. Yay! But I forgot I got to take somebody to the airport tomorrow, so I got to get up at 3 a.m. I got to get up earlier than what this would be.
Right, which means it'll only be 6.5 hours until it's time to eat.
This is fine. This is great. I really feel good about this.
And you know what's going to happen all the way to the airport? You're going to have a family member that's going to be like, I don't think you should be doing this.
No, they'll be like, don't mind me, I'm eating breakfast.
Well.
Yes, that, or they'll be like, what are you doing?
I'm going to be saying to that pretty soon, like, I'm eating something at some point.
You can eat something, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my bone broth over here.
No, I just wanted to try it. And
you know what?
It'll be great.
All jokes aside, I commend you for trying something different. Takes a lot of courage to step up and do something that, not everybody else is doing. But I don't have that courage.
Well, maybe you will. Maybe you want to try it.
I'll be so amazed by how much fun you're having and your energy levels.
This is the best.
No, this time next week, I guarantee you, Nikki comes in and she's like, I don't know why we weren't doing this sooner.
It'll just be wonderful.
It'll be the best thing in the world.
So I'm not counting at all until breakfast time. Not at all.
We only got a few hours here.
It's a lot of time, isn't it?
It's fine.
It's fine.
But we'll be doing the show, so we're having fun.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where the Riot never talks and it's glorious Radio U music for hours on end. Now, imagine the opposite of that. You're already there. It's the worst of the Riot on Radio U.
I don't know when is the last time you bought a phone or signed up for a cell phone plan, but it's structured in such a way that it is very, very easy to spend the most money.
Yeah.
That's easy. The whole experience is designed for that. And you're like, well, that's what I want. I want the best phone. I want the best plan. I want to be able to use my phone as much as I want when I want. I want unlimited data, but premium data.
But
I don't want to get throttled. Yes. I want a data on my phone.
I feel like you never go into it thinking it's going to be one price and then you come out and your monthly bill is less than what you thought it would be. It's
Certainly
normally, no, you went with the higher plan.
Well, I recently was helping a friend. They were like, I need a phone, but I need an emergency phone. Like literally
A burner?
Basically, yes. And I'll tell you what, you go into a cell phone store or even start looking at their websites and you're like, hey, I'm here to actually spend as little money as humanly possible. It's like a game. It's a casino. It's a maze. The Minotaur is looking for you. Like, you cannot figure out anything. Now, I finally landed on something. I got that taken care of. But here's something interesting. The big carriers have their own, like, discount plans.
Yeah.
But they don't really tell you about them, and they're hard to find. Well, Sprint has just started something. They've got something that they're calling Kickstart. It's a limited time deal. It's $15 a month. Unlimited data, unlimited talk, unlimited texting.
That's a lot of unlimited words. What's the catch?
You bring your own phone.
Yeah.
You can buy a phone from them if you want. There's a couple of catches, and they are as follows. You will only ever be able to stream video in 480p.
Oh.
So, like, if you're wanting to stream a 1080p video on your phone, you won't be able to. Now,
Ever?
I will. No.
Yeah.
And
Wi-Fi, though, right?
Well, Wi-Fi,
yeah,
sure.
okay.
But, like, I'm saying through the data network. I will tell you that your phone is small, and as compromises go, that really isn't that bad.
Sure.
Like, it's not going to look as sharp as you might be used to now, but, like, that's not bad.
And honestly, most of the time you're using Wi-Fi anyways.
Right.
If you're going for something big.
The other thing is you only be able to stream music at 500 kilobits per second. Just to be, I don't know what that'll sound like.
Yeah, I don't either.
Because, I don't know, we'd have to do the dig on that. But also your game streams only 2 megabit per second.
So they are throttling you,
You're
but they're just
throttled.
letting you know ahead of time.
You're throttled, but you can use as much as you want.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you wanted to watch 480p video all day, you could, and you didn't have to worry about it. The other thing they tell you up front is, like, look, you are at the bottom of the priority list. So, like, a customer that's paying $80 a month for unlimited data, like, if anybody's data is going to slow down, it's going to be yours, not theirs.
Gotcha.
So, you know
It's
what?
not the worst if you don't do much.
Okay, let's
Or if
say
you're always on Wi-Fi.
And let's say your phone, you mostly text. Think about that. You rarely call. You do a ton of texting, and you don't really necessarily watch a lot or, whatever. But even that at 480p, I can honestly tell you I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Like, I'd be all right with that 480p. Like, I get it. It won't look as nice. But you know what? When I'm sitting down to watch video on my phone, as far as I'm concerned, the experience is already compromised. So
there's my last question. Well, when are they saying, like, how long does this last?
they say that
Till you die or what?
it's a limited time to sign up.
Yeah, but how long's the length of the contract?
Before
it starts going up.
So I'm looking here. I don't see.
It's going to be in very small print. Maybe not even noticed there.
I don't know the answer. So, I mean, if it's one of those things where, when are they going to stop offering it, or does it magically turn into something else?
Like every time, you go with a deal, they're like, well, this is just 1 year. You're getting 1 year or 2 years of the deal.
It seems like it might be a month-to-month thing. Like, it doesn't seem like there's a contract. The two hooks are that it has to be a new service. So if right now
you're on Sprint,
you can't get this deal. Sorry. And you also have to sign up for auto pay. So they're taking your $15 a month no matter what. That can be hard to get stopped.
Sure.
But
we're going to be honest with you. It can be very hard to stop.
I've never worked with Sprint, but I've worked with other companies where they're like, what? It's auto pay. I'm like, I said
remember,
to stop.
You're at the bottom of the barrel there, and they're honest with you on that. So they're not going to come and try to help you out too much.
I don't know, though. $15 a month, like that's
it's
not
tempting.
bad.
The Riot.
Apparently, some of the less athletic types go nuts for this stuff.
Radio U.
How much money do you have? How much money do you need? How afraid are you of the flu?
Of the flu. I saw this and I thought, oh my gosh, that's kind of tempting if you had nothing to do and...
You mean like it was summer?
Actually, yeah, it's perfect. And you had 10 days and you weren't afraid.
St. Louis University, 10 days. $3,500.
This seems like a movie, by the way.
It does.
Like a plot for a movie.
It does. Here's the deal. $3,500, and you're going to what they're calling hotel influenza. You will be exposed to the flu. When you get there, you're going to get a shot. You're either going to get a placebo or you're going to get a vaccine. They're going to expose you to the flu, which my thing is, what do they mean by that?
Are they putting it in the vents or something? Or how is it kept in the hotel rooms?
We don't know. But you're going to get a private room, and it sounds like it's going to be nice. They're going to have you all set up.
And
whatever.
you spend 10 days and they see how you respond to the flu.
We're going to see who gets the flu and who doesn't. They say that this year that the flu vaccine just was really not very effective.
30%, which is very, I mean, they say, you know what, the vaccine that you get, yes, it's the flu, but there's such specific versions of the flu, and they can't always tell. And so when you get a shot like early in the fall, it doesn't necessarily mean that shot is full of what will be the flu for that season. And this one was just different.
So what they're trying to do is develop a universal vaccine so that no matter what the strain of the flu is, they'll be able to, it'll be more effective.
And they need your help.
And they want you to come in and for $3,500 be sick.
I just wanted to make sure, they're not monitoring you in the hotel. Are they? Or,
what do you mean?
Watching from the room? Is it private and they're just going to check you out when you go to the doctor?
Well, what I imagine is that they're putting you in this place where they're intentionally exposing you to this virus.
Yeah.
And my guess, for what it's worth, is that, yes, they're going to be providing, and I don't know this, I'm guessing, they're going to be providing on-site medical care. So, if you're sick, because, the flu is, if you're young and healthy in general, you can fight it off. It's people still die from the flu. Let's be clear about that. But more than likely, you will be okay with proper medical care.
I didn't want it to be if you were, say when you do a sleep study and they're monitoring and they're
they
actually
don't
watching.
Watch you sleep.
Yeah, I don't want, if I'm going to spend 10 days and that's my summer vacation, can I do anything else while I have the flu, or are they going to be watching the whole time?
Well, I got two things for you. One, for $3,500, you can watch me sleep.
I don't think that's enough. They could go $4,000. They can give you a little bit more.
No. For straight up right now.
They need
and I'll tell you what.
You can negotiate.
Forget the flu. If you want a webcam of me sleeping for 10 days, you PayPal me $3,500 and I'll get you set up. Don't you worry about it, okay? It's fine.
The doctors are going, how can he actually sleep the whole 10 days?
What happened? I don't know.
And he doesn't even he's not showing signs of the flu.
Yeah. So
it's in St. Louis?
St. Louis University. They're opening it up. And so let's see. How do you apply for it? Google it. I don't actually know off the top of my head where you can go and be a part of it, but man.
Oh, and tell your parents too. Be like, hey, where are you going for your vacation? I'm going to get the flu. They're going to be really happy.
Oh, okay. You're quarantined.
Yeah,
so
you
have to spend 10 days in that room by yourself. I was thinking that you would at least get to...
you get your phone? Is there a TV? Do you get food provided? Can you imagine 10 days?
Man, I'm just can I bring my Xbox? Because I'll do it.
Yeah, because you can stay in the room.
Xbox and Kindle, and I'm going to need my laptop. Can I bring my laptop?
It actually sounds quite relaxing, even with the flu part.
And I'm making money the whole time? I'm in.
The part that keeps me up at night, we paid them for this. It's the worst of the riot on RadioU.
Earlier this week, I told everyone that Burger King is trying to claw their way to the bottom. They were like, hey, we know that Taco Bell's the worst, but with hard work and determination, we can be even worse.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I don't think so. Probably not.
I feel that Burger King is let's see, rule in hell, serve in heaven. Oh, we're going to be at the top of that fiery mountain.
No, I feel like on a corporate level, they're not trying to, but just for some reason at different locations for different fast food places, it just seems like they don't try when it comes to setting up the store or running it.
Mm-hmm. But Burger King has heard what we've had to say, and true to their nefarious intent, they have laid out temptation.
This one's very, very tempting. Their chicken fries have actually done really well for them. And I don't know how or why, but they have. People like them.
The thing about chicken fries is, again, that's they've stopped even pretending. With chicken nuggets, they at least make you feel like maybe that's a chunk off of an actual chicken.
But not
and
a
with
chicken
chicken
fry?
fries, they're just like, look, it's chicken and paste, and we glued it together, whatever. We can make any shape we want.
So Burger King has been now expanding the chicken fries to different flavors to just try to keep the buzz about it going. They had a jalapeno and buffalo one, and so now they have a different version of their chicken fries coming soon.
They're trying to pull us back in, Nikki.
Man, I love a good pretzel, too. This one's a tough one.
The crispy pretzel chicken fries.
So it's coated in a pretzel coating.
Yes.
Then deep fried and
Yes.
then delivered for everyone to enjoy. And that'll be a limited time thing for their chicken fries.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, there's no spicy mustard dipping sauce, they say in the article. That would have been a really good move.
Why did they have that before? And
I don't know. They
removed
just
it?
said,
Or
no, I don't know, but they said that would have been a good thing to offer with it.
They're like,
a
hey,
mustard dipping sauce.
Burger King, you really want some help? This is what you need.
This is what you have to have. So if
what
you're
you
into
need.
chicken fries, the pretzel version is coming.
Did they say when?
I think it's, if not out now, it would be out soon.
Okay, so there's a
For
chance.
a limited time.
There's a chance that I could roll through a BK today
To try the pretzel
and
ones?
find myself some pretzel fries.
Maybe.
Well, you know what? That's fine. Like maybe on my way out when I'm getting my waffle sandwich,
You could go over there.
I'll just make a large circuit. I'll swing past the old BK.
And you're going to hide the other fast foods place bag so that
No,
they don't
no,
know
no.
that you're going to more than one place.
I'll just be like, what's up, BK? Look, I'm on a progressive meal
Yeah,
right now.
Those are the best.
I got my sausage and eggs and waffles over here, but now I need some protein. So I'm going to need some of these chicken fries.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare hand them to me unless they're covered in pretzels. Because I like to cut back on carbs, and that's... pretzels aren't carbs,
Then
right?
you can go somewhere else to get a drink and dipping sauce.
No, Nikki, because see, the place I'm going to get my waffle sandwich following the show, do you know what they have?
They're the freestyle machine.
They've got a Coke freestyle
Yeah, but that one there never works. Every time
You
I've
mean
gone
the Burger King one? No,
yeah,
it never
that
works.
one never
no,
works.
our
you're
waffle
going for,
sandwich. Yeah.
White Castle.
If you guys actually want to see you want to see Nikki and I getting drinks from the waffle place, it's fine. You can go to Facebook.com/RadioU Riot, and you can see our game night pre-show.
It's from a few weeks ago.
We went shopping and we went Coke freestyling. So if you need an extra hour with the Riot in the car,
We got you covered.
there it is. Not you in the car, us in the car.
I know. You hate the Riot. Why are they on the radio?
Stupid. Yeah.
Honestly, we can't trust them with anything else. It's the Riot on Radio U.
Next to me is Nikki's shame.
That's not my shame, but
I have
it's
here.
there.
We want to say hi and thank you again to Jason and Jennifer, who sent us Dance Revolution.
It goes back a couple of months at this point, but Beat Saber is a virtual reality game that Obi featured on Riot Control.
I did.
And it's basically a VR game where you're, having repetitive things to song beats that you use and you swipe with your arms. It reminded us of Guitar Hero and DDR, and we used to love DDR back in the day.
Yes.
That made me want to go buy DDR, but it's old, so you have to have
not
a
easy to
console
get.
that plays it. You have to find the disc. You have to find these dance pads, and it's actually still expensive to get them.
Yes.
Because people still try to collect them.
It's rare enough to be collectible.
Yeah, and so we were talking about it, and they were so sweet enough. They had a set and a couple of dance pads, so they sent those to us to borrow and kind of use for a while, and then we can send it back to them.
And I said we should do a stream. And Nikki says
don't
no.
want to do a stream in front of everybody.
Why
It was
not?
not good. I used to
What
be
do you,
way better.
What do you mean by that?
I remember being way better. I could not just get back on the beat, like the track. I don't know.
Okay, now did you explore the idea that perhaps you had a sync issue, meaning that
Well, it was with both dance pads. The second dance pad was better. And it also just might be these are older. So the dance pads maybe it's me, though, I think.
I appreciate that
I
because
think it
Nikki,
was me.
it's the poor carpenter that blames shoddy tools.
I think it's mostly me, though. And so I don't want to do DDR in front of everybody. If you want to do a live stream, you go ahead. But I was disappointed in my performance.
Nikki, I think the key difference between you and I is that you still have at least a shred of dignity.
Yes, I do. I can't pass up, or I can't make it okay to give that up for this.
I'm not sure where I lost the last of mine, but
You DDR, you do a Riot controller, and Obadiah plays. I think you should play it in front of everybody.
okay. I'm not scared of it.
He has no shame for that. He has no problem.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, like, I'm sure that I'm rusty. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine. And some of I'll be interested to see what songs are on it. My real wheelhouse for DDR was DDR Max and DDR Max 2, which, if you know, and there's probably one of you that does, like each. The DDR games are almost like albums.
Yeah.
Like, people have albums that they like. Well, the DDR was like that. Like, oh, this song was in that one. This song's in that one. There's a remix of that one on this one.
This one is not, the game that's included in that, this is not as strong.
Yes, I'm
At
aware
all.
of that.
And so it's not as fun because I didn't have any of the warm fuzzies from these old songs that I remember using DDR with. But if you listen to our RadioU throwback channel, there's a group called the Echoing Green.
Yes.
Old group that we used to play back in RadioU's day. They're on that one.
Shut up, really?
That's the only one. But it's not even like an amazing track from, I mean, it's not as good as one of the other DDR, games.
Well, yes. I'm aware that the 360 DDR was not as good. For me, the really good deep cuts are the old PlayStation 2 ones. But
another artist we play, Andy Hunter, some of his stuff from back in the day it was great.
But
so you have fun with that this week. You do that
for
this
a chance
weekend.
to give it a whirl.
And then we'll mail it back to you guys.
Yeah. It'll be fun, though.
But I was just disappointed I could not get it. I wasn't better.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Nikki? That's why you were supposed to keep playing.
No.
Practice.
Nope, didn't want to anymore.
You got to find your rhythm.
That was enough.
You were done.
That was enough. I tried Expert, and that was a fail.
Well, yeah.
Your morning, but without yelling, laughing, or music.
Don't deprive me of that.
We wouldn't dream of it. It's the Riot on Radio U.
Here on this very show.
Yes.
Where Nikki and I work together. And I discuss things I like to watch on YouTube. I talked about my weird boat documentary stuff.
That was a newer current obsession where you're watching old boat movie or documentaries.
Mm-hmm, but Nikki.
Yeah.
There's another thing I like a lot.
What is it?
Everybody be like, look at that nerd. It's Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
These are the people that are like, we're going to take the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One X, the PlayStation 4 Pro, and the PC, and painstakingly compare every version of this game. I love it.
You love that stuff?
I watch every time they have a new video. I'm like, yes.
Now,
watching.
you like the kind of the behind the scenes stuff, and you like the tech setup of stuff.
I do. I love it.
But does that then help you decide which platform you're going to play a game on, or not really? Just
not
like watching it.
I'm just fascinated by that. And again, I know how dumb it is and everything, and I know that people out there, I'm not going to name any names, but they mock, they laugh. They wish you'd watch something else.
Even the boat stuff sounds better.
But you know what, Nikki? I just want you to know something.
Yeah.
That you need to watch your mouth.
Why?
Because my great love has intersected with your great love.
Hey, Super Mario Galaxy. What is this? A 1080?
So, here's the deal. In China, Nintendo will sell you copies of their Wii games for something called the NVIDIA Shield. It's a
set-top box.
It's a set-top box like a Roku, et cetera, but it's just a little more powerful, so it plays games. Well, there, you can buy HD Wii games, and they just went ahead and got themselves a Chinese account and bought some 1080p Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh, my
And
gosh. It looks so good.
Here's 20 minutes of gameplay from my super nerdy friends at the Digital Foundry.
And you
Boom!
have an NVIDIA Shield.
As a matter of fact, I do.
So I just need that. I need someone to send me, or a Chinese account, or what do I need?
I don't know.
Let me get my notes out.
You know, the thing is, with Chinese, it's not like Spanish.
Sure.
Where you're like...
I can't just
like,
wing my way through that.
Bio Mario. Perfect. I got it. Like, no big deal.
I'm going to need some help.
They've got a slightly different language set up there.
And Galaxy is in Chinese.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not going to matter. Like, you could
I
play
can click my
Mario
way
Galaxy
through it.
and it wouldn't matter. But
Oh, it looks so good at 1080. Oh my
Yeah, it
gosh,
does.
that should show Nintendo. Why don't you release this?
Well, there is, now we don't know, but there is some speculation that when, what do you call it, happens, E3, that they may announce.
When the stars and moon align.
Well, just maybe when they do their stuff that they may announce Wii games coming to the Switch. We don't know that. That's pure speculation.
Don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally love to play Super Mario Galaxy 2, I should say.
I'd take either one. But I do like 2 better.
I think holds the most love in my heart. That is still my most favorite game of all time, over any platform. But man, that looks so good.
Hey, just a heads up.
Yeah.
You can no longer make fun of me because now we both...
I'm watching it now!
We both watch Digital Foundry videos on YouTube.
I'm watching one
You
currently.
and me.
I apologize. I love it. Well, we must play a song now.
While we watch Mario in HD?
We can do that.
I'm going to be doing that.
The Riot.
They hate me. They hate you. They hate us.
Why else would they make us listen to the worst of the Riot? Radio U.
Well, Starbucks has got you now.
Didn't they raise the prices?
Here's what I have started doing at Starbucks. I don't go in for fancy coffee. You know what? Don't take this the wrong way. Every once in a great while, I will get a mocha, but I've just entered this zone where I'm like, look, mochas are like 80% milk or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want a big glass of milk. I don't care if it's coconut. I don't care if it's like, I just don't want the milk.
Yeah.
And so I'm here for coffee. And so rather than paying $5 for my peppermint mocha, which, hey, I'll tell you, when Nikki and I record the Christmas in July Christmas channel,
will you go for that?
I will end up getting some kind of a peppermint coffee. But even that, I'm usually like, hey, I'll just get a drip coffee and have them put peppermint syrup in it. Or I will sometimes do like a cold brew and have them put peppermint syrup in that.
Seems like cold brew's gotten your attention more.
Oh, dude, a cold brew with peppermint in it is absolutely delicious. It is so
That's the
good.
current obsession.
It is so good. But I feel like I have enjoyed the fact that it's like, hey, I'm perfectly happy with this drip coffee, and it's like $2, which to me, gas station, you're going to pay $1 to $1.50 for a cup of coffee, and a Starbucks for their blonde roast. It's still a little stronger than what I like, but it is a decent cup of coffee. I don't love it, but it's a decent cup. And Starbucks is like, Obadiah, we see what you're doing.
Oh, and we're going to change that.
We see that you're coming in here and just buying the cheapest possible cup of coffee. We know your game, son.
And so they're raising the price on your stuff?
Yeah, they are. They're taking it from it, not in all locations, but most. They are raising the price of drip coffee from $1.95 for a tall, which is a 12 ounce, to $2.15.
That's actually a very big increase.
20 cents?
That's a good amount of money when you combine it with everybody who's going for it.
This is going to sound really dumb, but I have both a cash and a non-cash system. So a lot of times for my coffee and my food, I try to stay on cash to limit my spending, which sucks, but whatever. And I will pay cash for coffee. Well, now all of a sudden, and I know this is dumb, but it's no longer $2 bills.
Yeah.
Now I got to have 2 and some change, or I hand them 3 and I get a whole bunch of change back.
Why don't you just still make your own cold brew at home?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
This
but
is times.
This is other coffees.
This is
that happens
when you were out of your own cold brew and you just need a little something.
Well, you know what? Your mom and I went to Starbucks, which sounds like some kind of a joke or something.
You went.
But your mom and I got Starbucks the other day because the station coffee maker was broken.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, we got to go to Starbucks.
Gotta have something.
So.
It's the worst of the Riot, because calling it the best of the Riot would be a lie. Radio U.
You know what I think? I think someone hasn't had their breakfast and they're getting a real cranky.
I have an hour and a half for my breakfast. I'm actually feeling fine.
No, you're fine. Your stomach's dead to you now.
It's dead. I won.
You win.
I won over it.
Okay, I need my coffee peeps. Everybody get in here. If you love coffee, if you drink coffee, if you know coffee things, I need to have some
closer to the radio.
Coffee talk. Because I was talking to Nikki's mom, as I do sometimes, and one of the things that we were talking about, she has found a cold brew maker.
Yeah.
But it's a fast cold brew maker. So, like, you make coffee now and it takes, 5 minutes. And if you make cold brew, it pretty much takes 12 to 18 hours.
It sits and it brews that way.
Right.
So it's not a fast, you've got to make enough.
Yes.
Now it's concentrated, so then you add other things to it, but it's not like you can just say, I want a cup, and if you don't have it ready, I mean, you're out of luck.
I guess there are some like room temperature brewing things that you can do that are
It still
quick.
takes time.
But okay, Cuisinart has got the DCB10.
Sounds like a plane.
It actually sounds just like a plane. It's the automatic cold brew coffee maker.
Yeah.
And it will make you cold brew coffee in 25 to 45 minutes, depending on how strong you want the coffee to be. And so she was thinking that might be something great
For the studio here?
for us.
Oh,
yeah.
you would love that. You could
I
make
know.
that in the morning, have cold brew for everybody.
I'm just wondering, has anybody else
Tried it?
do they have it? Have you tried it? This Cuisinart like 30-minute cold brew maker.
But now, you're the only one who drinks cold brew, though.
I am.
Like, I don't think the rest, I don't know if they'd be into it.
I am, but it's the other side of it is like, I am wondering. I actually sent out an email to the other coffee drinkers in the building, and I'm just
I was
like,
going to
hey,
say, I didn't get that email, but I don't drink coffee.
you wouldn't care.
Well, if I would, I'd drink cold brew.
You would.
Yeah.
So what, you want in now?
Well, I'm just saying, if you get this, I might drink this every
Might
so
try it,
often,
yeah.
compared to I don't ever use the coffee maker for the other stuff.
Well, this cold brew would be,
I think we should get this for the break room.
I think it would be amazing. But I wanted to make sure, you know how sometimes when somebody offers, like, because Nikki's mom like, well, we could get it. I'm like, well, like, what if I'm the only one?
Yeah, but is
I don't
it
want
okay if you're the only
I don't-
one using
I
it?
don't want us to buy something and I'm the only one that uses
Why
it.
not? We could still have another traditional coffee pot and this too.
Well, we would, because
Yeah.
we replaced, it's sad, but we have replaced the Mr. Coffee pot like 14 times.
It's struggling.
And we only bought one. We just keep taking it back and getting it replaced.
As we're allowed to.
Which, yeah, it's
We're
part
allowed
of the
to.
thing. So we keep getting this other one. But she was looking at this and like, dude, I could be way
You'd
into
be
that.
so happy if that was here.
I know.
You could
So,
start cold brew in the morning, and by the time we hit question of the morning, you got it.
I got cold brew just waiting on me. That would be amazing.
And it's actually not a huge price for it.
No, it's not, for what it is, it's not bad. Like, it is not as inexpensive. Like a drip coffee maker's $20.
This
it's
is
not quite
on
that
sale
cheap, but-
for $82 from $185. So it's
Hey.
on sale.
So my question to you guys again, the Cuisinart automatic cold brew coffee maker. Has anyone used one of these? I'd like to know. I know it's a very specific question. I get it. But, just kind of curious.
And read some of the reviews online, see if people like it.
Well, the Amazon reviews are spectacular with the exception of one person who's
Who
very
just-
unhappy with it.
Well, that seems like it's theirs then.
Yeah,
That's
like-
their problem.
They're not into it, but
Oh, there's the toddy cold brew system. That's still a classic.
hey, that's where mine comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in this room gave me a toddy cold brew system, and that's how I make my cold brew.
How is it?
It's wonderful.
I'm glad it went to a good home.
Oh, believe me, I'm taking very good
Care of it.
Very good care
Well,
of
if
it.
you tried the Cuisinart one or another cold brew fast system,
Yeah.
then just text or tell us.
Yeah, 877-2-RADIO, text or call.
Dude, I'm so excited if you got that.
I'm super curious about it because I'd love to try. Gabe says 45-minute cold brew, lies. It's a trap. Andrew
But
says,
is it good enough to be okay to be trapped by it?
yeah, Andrew says, does it make concentrate or regular strength? I could be interested in that. I don't know the answer to that. So that's something that I would have to do some research on because I thought the same thing. Like if it would just make cold brew that I could just pour on the spot without even having to mix it, the word for that is actually dangerous.
Nikki and Obadiah. Obadiah and Nikki.
Love, hate, hate, love.
All right, everyone in, let's go!
It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Yesterday, Amazon was like, hey, you don't have enough crap plugged into your TV right now.
Wait, I need more ports or something.
So they announced the Fire TV Cube.
So it's like a Roku or Netflix, or not Netflix, but it's like a Roku or Apple TV,
Mm-hmm.
but it is cube-shaped, so a little bit bigger.
So I actually know a few people, I do not, but I know a few people that use Fire TV. So that's like Amazon's version of the Roku. So they have like the Fire TV Stick, the Fire TV Cube, and the Fire TV Cube and Cloud Cam. So the idea, that actually I think is kind of an interesting addition because the Cloud Cam is you can put it anywhere, but in their demo, they're like, okay, so you take this Cloud Cam, you put it on your front door, and while you're watching TV, this Amazon Alexa device receives voice commands, so you can say, Amazon, show me the front door.
And that's how to pull it up.
And it'll show up on your TV, and you can see video of you know, who's at the door or whatever. So, I mean, that's kind of cool, but
basically, it's just
it's
another
one more of those.
It is. It's one more of those boxes, but it really heavily promotes itself with voice activation. So, if you want to search for something, if you want to change the channel, if you want to turn the TV on, it is literally always listening.
Yeah, I mean, there is something cool about that in it being a kind of a voice activated universal remote. Mm-hmm. Like that. That's cool, I guess.
Then the trade-off is then people are always worried, hey, it really is always listening to me.
Oh, no, it is.
For sure it is.
Make no mistake. And it'll be stuff like, you know, the conversations you have watching TV, all of a sudden, why does Amazon keep recommending these products to me?
Yes, I think it listens for certain keywords. And even at first, if you're like, well, I don't want to because of the privacy part of it, they're going to keep making this technology more convenient to where eventually we'll all break down and it's built into everything.
I was going to say, eventually it won't be optional.
It'll just be in what you're buying.
Everything you buy will have a microphone in it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ridiculous, but whatever. But there it is. Fire TV Cube. The big problem with this is that I'm just super happy with what I already have. Like I don't need another thing. I have discovered what to me is the joy of a Chromecast. I love
that little Chromecast.
I love it. The TV that I bought a month ago or whatever, it has Chromecast built into it. And so I took my other Chromecast and I plugged it into one of the other TVs, and it's just like, yeah, I always have my phone, and I'm basically just watching YouTube. So if I want something on the quote-unquote the big TV, I just
right there,
push it out there, and that's the end of that. Like, no big deal. But, you know, it's fine. Fire TV Cube. It's perfect, and it comes out in 3 weeks.
And that's all Amazon will be showing you for the next several months.
Yeah, but it looks neat. It looks kind of like, what's that thing that Loki stole in Avengers? The Tesseract?
Yeah.
It looks a little like that.
Worst of the riot, not enough? Not enough? Check the blog and all things Riot at riot.radiou.com.
Nikki, KFC feels like they want to make a more inclusive salad.
Where was this at KFC a few years ago?
You mean back before you got back on the meat train?
Yeah, like when I was a vegan, I would have been I just wanted any fast food restaurant to make it convenient. Mm-hmm. And you always had, close, but nothing like this.
So it looks like KFC is right now working with somebody to come up with a vegetarian fried chicken.
So it is vegetarian. It's not vegan.
It's not vegan because they're going to be fried. They're like,
there's
listen,
eggs and stuff.
The way that we're able to make it taste like chicken is we're frying it in the same oil as the chicken.
Probably.
That's what's making this work, guys.
I don't think they'd let that. It would honestly have to have a separate fryer, but I don't know if KFC would be able to handle that.
Not for vegetarian fried chicken, you wouldn't.
Well,
for vegan fried chicken, you would.
Vegetarian fried, you wouldn't want it to still be in the same oil as the meat.
You're thinking like a vegan right now.
Well, a vegetarian doesn't want chicken.
This isn't chicken.
Well, no,
this
but they wouldn't want it in the oil that the other chicken is made in because the oil still coats it.
Wrong.
Wrong?
No, listen, I'm telling you, spend some time with a vegetarian, all right? Vegetarians, like, they haven't gone full vegan, and vegetarians are out there just like...
Oh, no, they still don't want the meat side of it. So
right.
I don't...
But this isn't the meat side. This is just something that touched the meat.
I don't know about that.
They're just like, man, I don't care if it was tested on animals. I don't care if it was fried in the same juices. Hand it over.
That same golden delicious oil.
I don't know. Maybe some of you vegetarians are different than me. I'm just like, okay, can you show me the line? Because I'm going to walk right up to it, and my toe might jut over it just a tad.
Every so often. But they are going to be supposedly creating a vegetarian chicken option at KFC's.
Now, they say the first place they're going to test this is in the United Kingdom because they know in America it's going to have to be really good to get past us.
Yes, well...
But them Brits, they're just like, I don't know, whatever, my teeth.
No, but there they have more... you can have people that have religious reasons for being vegetarian, and so a lot of vegetarian options, they test there first.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would just be interested in finding out what it tastes like, but... not enough to fly to the UK.
Man, if you could just make it mostly coating, that'd be great.
If I'm going anywhere in the world for food, it's not the UK. Like, I'm not blood pudding and whatever. Like, keep all that stuff. I'm going to... Actually, what am I saying? We live in the best place for food. I don't want your French cuisine. I don't need Italian because I got American takes on those. French fries and pizza.
That's yours.
Now, that's some dream living right there.
But if it does come to America, I'd be interested in trying it.
Okay. I will accompany you to the KFC and have a bite of yours. And then I'll be having some of that Nashville hot chicken, or no.
Oh, the Carolina
Georgia,
Gold.
that.
Carolina Gold.
That's what I want right there.
I think it's Carolina Gold, isn't it?
Whatever it is, it's that one.
It's the gold sauce.
Yeah.
The worst of the riot is over, but the fun can keep going.
Hey, I saw you checking out my goods.
Check the Riot blog or stalk us on social media
You want to sample them? A little try before you buy, huh?
through riot.radiou.com.
For $3,500, you can watch me sleep.